Hello everybody, Sheik360 here, and this is my Bladedancer guide, right? So before we jump into my PvP build, my preferred PvP builds, let me first apologize. I am severely congested and I am getting off of a really gnarly day flu. So I apologize for sounding like shit, right? So there was a bit of a sense of urgency. I really wanted to get these hunter guides out, right? I already did the gunslinger, I already did the night stalker, get the Bladedancer out. Um, PvP for the Bladedancer. The Bladedancer is very unique. The Bladedancer can go in full face. The Bladedancer can also go in covert, hidden, you never saw it coming type playstyle, right? So for the exotic, I think the Bladedancer's best exotic armor is going to be the ATSA Tarantella, only because it allows your super to get recharged a bit quicker, and you know that's like whatever. But what I really like about this is the grenade recharge. It is, even though my grenades here say they're going to recharge in 25 seconds, it actually charges a lot quicker than that. I think I'm getting a grenade like every 18 or 19 seconds. Doesn't sound like much. Doesn't sound like much. But yeah, I throw more grenades than you, and there's always going to be a possibility my grenades are going to be ready way before yours, you know? So this is huge. I put nothing into strength, like nothing, and I will explain why. And I'm pretty sure some of you experienced Bladedancers out there already know why I don't. So let's get into the perks. For grenade, flux grenade is awesome, and it has a bit of some kind of extra aim assist, man. There's times when I've thrown flux grenades and I shouldn't have stuck it, but I stuck it. The problem with flux grenades is, well, not with flux grenades, it's more like the problem with me and flux grenades is I'm not very good with them to begin with. I kind of like skip grenades. So I like the fact that they kind of put that extra pressure on somebody, especially those warlocks, man, because man, warlocks, they just recharge so fast, and the fact that this is gonna gun them down and they won't be able to recharge their health to that last skip hits them, it puts me in a better spot, I think. Arc bolt grenade, it's not what it used to be. So yeah, sticking with the skip. Arc bolt was my favorite though. Then it was flux, then skip. Maybe it was arc bolt, flux, and skip tied. But yeah, for the skip and then the flux. However, the is the only one hit kill grenade as long as you stick it. In PvP, better control. I used to run Blink, but the problem with Blink was just it can be unpredictable at times. Like you could say get good all you want, and then third, man, I maxed out Bladedancer before Gunslinger year one. Like all I did was play Bladedancer, and there were just times, man, you can't say no. When a little bit predictable, it did weird shit. So I keep it with better control. However, there is a recovery hit now for Blink, but if you want to Blink, you can still Blink shotgun. It's still a thing. You can still do that. It's not as effective as back like in year one, but it's still a thing. It can be done. Moving right along. For my super, I like using Vanish. As soon as I tap that L1 R1, boom, I disappear. Now, obviously, I'm not invisible, right? You could see me. There's an outline on my body. And the point isn't to be invisible. The point is to be off your enemy's radar. Because that's right, boys. You're not on the radar. You can pop your super and immediately be invisible, right? Not on anybody's radar. And as soon as you get that first kill, you're completely visible. You can run around, get like a 2 or a 3 piece. Boom. Go invisible again and try to get like that before the super runs out. This is awesome. However, Razor's Edge is also great too in PvP. Showstopper, it's not bad. Showstopper is not bad. The problem with Showstopper is the that emanates from Showstopper. It's not as good as Razor's Edge. So I would stick to one of these two. If you're going for a super aggressive playstyle, any of these two will work just fine. Now, for Blink Strike, this is why I don't care about my strength. I use Fast Twitch. Fast Twitch gives me a melee about once every maybe 7-8 seconds. Like, why do I need to focus on my Guardian strength and my melee charge is coming back every couple seconds? This is awesome, right? Okay, I don't focus on armor, and I'm not focusing on agility. I like focusing on recovery because as a hunter, I want to be able to get in. Maybe I took a wrong turn, I got hit, and I can get out and recharge my health as quick as possible. However, hunters are squishy, so if you want to make an argument for increasing your armor, I would listen to you. Like, I will hear that argument, right? Things get tricky over here. If I'm going for super in your face, aggressive shotgunning, fusion rifling, mobile sniping, not that I'm a good sniper to begin with, because I'm really not. Fleet footed is great. So is quick draw, but I'll pick the fleet footed only because with shotgunning you get the slide distance, and you also get that speed, man. That speed helps out a lot. Like if these guys spawned at A and you spawned at C, you're gonna make it to B way before these guys, you know. So fleet footed is awesome. Quick draw is great too. You take an agility hit, but that's whatever. Quick draw is awesome because your weapons are ready immediately. You know, like a combination of something like short gaze and quick draw, it's just ridiculous, right? I like using Hungering Blade because I like popping, you know, a good hand cannon to the head right when I'm next to you and just boom, hit you with a melee. And if I took any damage, it's cool because it's just gonna come back to me. So Hungering Blade is awesome. Encore is really good too. I don't use it as much, but I can see why you would want to, because Encore is great. Stalker is definitely for a more reserved PvP style, and I'm gonna show you that build right now. Actually, let me get that out of the way, right? So the only things that changed here is Shadowjack and Stalker. Bladedancer's invisibility with Stalker is about maybe 5 seconds, I think. With Shadowjack, it's closer to like 10 seconds. So if I see you on the radar, I could just crouch. 2 or 3 seconds later, I'm invisible, and you're not gonna see me for almost 10 seconds. You're not gonna see me coming. I could just run up on you with a shotgun and just take you down. Like, that's it. You're not gonna see it coming at all. Go invisible and try to take people down from like medium distance with like a hand cannon. You know, like that's kind of a waste. It's not a good way of doing things. I mean, yeah, you're gonna get to jump on them, but doesn't mean that you're gonna win that gunfight, right? You want to use special. You want to use a secondary that can put them. You want to use a fusion rifle. You want to use a shotgun, a sniper rifle, something like that. One thing though, if you are invisible, sniper flare from the lens is still visible. So even though you're not on the radar, if somebody is looking more or less your way, they're gonna see the flare way before they'll see the invisible outline of your invisible body, like your translucent body. Now, once you get really good at these two, you could substitute Shadowjack for fleet-footed. And if you see somebody on the radar, right, and it's like a piece of that radar, you can hang in the corner, crouch, go invisible, run up in their face as fast as you can thanks to fleet-foot, and you can take them down with any kind of secondary, shotgun, vision rifle, hell, even sidearms. Like a sidearm has a ridiculous time to kill. Sidearms are actually really, really awesome right now. They're in a great place. It's sort of like my super aggressive, those two at least were my super aggressive PvP builds. Now for PvE, I do not use blink at all. I can't, especially when I gotta jump up and down platforms. There's just no way, man. There's no way. I keep it with better control, right? I do not use Vanish. I like using Razor's Edge. For Challenge of Elders, like if I'm just gonna pick up trash mobs with my super, just to sort of make orbs, I might even pick up Showstopper. So instead of just spamming the swipe, I can just spam R2, take down, hit R2, run a couple feet this way, let them surround me again, hit R2 again, so forth and so on. Now for my melee, I mean, nothing beats fast twitch. Like backstab is so broken where you can still hit somebody from the front and it'll register as a backstab. So that's cool, right? But that's not very gentleman-like. You know, the last thing you want to be is a cheap guardian, right? Escape artist is whatever, but fast switch is awesome in PVE. In PVE, I still focus on recovery, but max recovery is giving me minimum armor. So if you want to focus on armor in PVE, I can see why you would, right? I like using fleet-footed or shadowjack in PVE. Usually I'll run with the fleet-footed and I use the hungering blade, but it's because it's such a great way to sort of pick up a heal. You know, I see a thrall, I'm like at 50% health, boom, I hit him with my melee and my health regenerates. You know, so it's a great way of picking up a quick heal. So yeah, that's how I play PvE. If for whatever reason I may be needed for some covert things, I may not even turn on Shadowjack. I may just give up the Hungering Blade for Stalker. This way I can just disappear, pop a revive if I need to pop a revive, and that's that. You know, I'm willing to give up Stalker to be more of a team player. But yeah, in PvE, I still run the same setup, the 5-5 nothing. I still run that same setup, man. And I still run the same exotic armor. I like getting my super quick, and I like getting my grenades quick too. But there are other exotic armor pieces for the Hunter's Bladedancer that would do excellent as well. But this is just my build, right? Man, if you like the video, destroy that subscribe button. You know, punch that thumbs up if you can. It really helps the channel. If you want to leave a comment, man, go ahead. Leave a comment. Give me some constructive criticism. That always helps out. So, thank you for watching, guys. See you in Rise of Iron.